good? This is a 30k per month workflow that I'm going to sort of be using myself to scale my agency, scale my businesses to 30k per month every single month and beyond that, because I've sort of found the way that you do it, it's a very simple system, because obviously you think, oh, you got to do this, you have this system. It's a very simple system that you can see here that I'm going to sort of go over and explain to you how it works, why it works, and how you should really be implementing it into your own business to scale even to 10k, 20, 30k per month, right? Firstly, we want to start with service market fit. How much of a problem do you solve, and does the niche actually need it? Okay, you've probably heard 100 times now. The harder the problem that is actually faced and that you can actually solve, the more you're going to get paid for solving that problem, because obviously it's harder, it's going to take more systems, it's going to take more work, it's going to take more people to actually work on the actual thing to actually solve it. So the thing that's actually harder to solve, you're going to actually get paid more. So we want to be looking for the hard problems inside of niches that actually fit, okay? Because if I'm offering something that would never ever fit, then it's completely pointless, okay? So the harder the problem you solve in the specific niche, the more you get paid. I know Luke the other day got offered a service about Twitter. It was just like, oh, we'll do your Twitter posts and stuff like that. That wasn't a pain point that he actually needed. That's not really a pain point in the niche. It wasn't even like Twitter. It was like, you know, them Twitter posts on Instagram, the box things. You just don't really need it. Like, it's never really solving a pain. So you're not going to be able to really earn either a lot or sign a lot of clients, because it's not actually needed. It is not a very good service market fit. Some people may need it, but it's going to be very, very rare. But let's say something like agencies, every single agency struggles to book appointments. Okay, so an appointment at an agency is something that would work well. Okay, so it's just sort of finding stuff like that actually fits the niche, fits and actually solves a very hard problem inside of it, and what can you actually do to solve that, and we can obviously go from there. So once we find the service market fit and something that we should actually go with our offer, with our niche, etc., this is where we want to start with the outbound inbound combo. Now the outbound inbound combo need to work together. You can't have really one without the other, because it's going to be very hard to scale with, and this is what we're leveraging at the moment, the outbound inbound combo. Okay, so we want to outbound as much as we can. Okay, so this should be on, I don't know, this could be cold calling, this could be Instagram, this could be Facebook, this could be email. I'd rather you do it on a social media platform, just because of what I'm about to say with the inbound, but I'd recommend you do it that way. Okay, now this can be as much as you want. I'd recommend maybe trying to scale to the 300 every single day mark. I know it's very difficult for certain people, but we can do maybe, let's say 100 a day. Okay, that's not too hard. 50 on Instagram, 50 on Facebook. That's not hard to do. You can easily do that with one VA. Okay, so that's our outbound prospecting that we want to be doing, and the main reason we want to be doing that is because of the inbound. Okay, when they look at our profile, we want them to then go on it, and then we want them to follow. We want them to find it. I know people that ourselves that we've outbounded to, that 6 months later, due to the sort of inbound sort of content that we're making, then book a call, then sign on. Okay, just because we've outbounded. So this is why outbounding is still key, because you can still probably land clients with it, which you can still land clients with outbound. It's just a lot harder. Okay, but you'd obviously need to do this at the start. You can't just start inbounding without outbound, because inbound's going to be very difficult to do. So we want to start with the outbounding, start doing 300 while building out the inbound while we go. Then we'll go to obviously a different approach with the inbound. We'll start running Facebook ads, because if you guys didn't know, not many people speak about this. The only way for your agency really to go past like 10, 20, 30k a month is by running ads to your offer. It's very hard not to do that. It's very hard to scale to a point, and a very profitable point, without running ads to your offer, which not many people talk about. So but I'd recommend you looking into that. Once you have a validated offer, this is why we need to do outbound. We need to look, okay, people are actually looking for this offer, people are actually signing on, people actually like this offer. What can we do? We can obviously run ads to it, that we can add more traffic, and this is what we're talking about here. All we're trying to do is run more traffic, run more people inside of what we do, inside of our business, inside of sort of this funnel. Okay, so focus on traffic as much as you can. The more traffic you have, the higher chance of selling. All anything is traffic. How can we move people from here to here where we are? How can we do that? How can we bring the most traffic possible that we can actually convert into a real engaging audience? And this is what I'm talking about here. You want to build this audience into some sort of community, email list, etc. Any way that they're always in the loop of seeing you. Now, I don't care if you start maybe a TikTok and you start giving value on TikTok, because I know you can really blow up on there. Let's say we blow up on TikTok. We have 50,000 people, right? Let's say just 1% go into an email list, or they go into the community. that is still so many people that we can then leverage and sell something to, because they're part of our traffic, they're part of our audience now. So the more traffic we can pump into this audience, if we can just start building up this community, this email list, if we can just keep bringing it up and up by the traffic that we're bringing from the outbound and the inbound combined, and then obviously converting into like Facebook ads, stuff like that, the more traffic we have, the better. And I've said it like 4 times now, get traffic. As much traffic as you can is the only way that we're going to be able to scale, is by getting traffic towards you and your offer. Okay, just mainly you, just getting traffic towards you. Okay, now with this audience, what we want to be doing is providing free value and new insights. So we want to show that we're an authority figure in the market and show like, look, we know what we're talking about, and obviously give them value. The more value that you give, obviously going to give you something in return. Okay, the world is about giving right now. Okay, you've got to give. I've forgotten who said it, but there's a rule. It's about 99% you give for free, and you give new insights to people that may not be customers, just to warm them up, and you're going to have that 1% who are actually going to be paying customers. Okay, I think Ali Abdul said it, and what we can sort of find by this is with the traffic. So let's say we have a 99% and 1% rule. Okay, if 99% only ever going to consume free content because that is how it works, and 1% is going to buy from us, what does that mean? It doesn't mean we can change this, because this variable can change, but it's going to be very hard to change. What we can do instead is just drive more traffic. Okay, that 1% goes from 10 people to 100 people. Okay, that's what we want to be doing. So providing free value and new insights and being consistent and highlighting their pain is key to just keep bringing traffic in, keep them warm them up. Again, like I said here, they turn into very warm leads. Okay, every single person that goes into this funnel starts watching our content, starts liking who we are and what we do. If we're consistent, we're providing value, we're showing that we know what we're talking about, we're giving them new insights to think about, we're giving them a lot of value, and then they're warm leads. Again, 99% won't pay, but we're looking for that 1% who actually do. So now we have 1% of people who actually are very, very warm leads. Now with this warm lead, we obviously need to be converting them. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about at the moment. It's like, if you don't have an inbound strategy as well as an outbound, you're never going to warm them up, because they might find you, they might see your outbound message. That's not going to warm them up to the same point as if, let's say, I outbounded to them and they followed me. From there, they kept consuming my content. I think it's about 7 hours worth of content before someone is going to buy off of you. Obviously, that's a lot less and a lot more, but that's like the average. So if you have 7 hours of content stacked up, then that is allowing them to like binge watch your content. If it's actually good content, they can then binge watch it and become a really warm lead. So you can't do this with just outbound prospecting. And this is why this has a cap. I think outbound prospecting, some people may disagree with me, I think outbound has a cap. It doesn't have a cap, but what it does is it slims your profit margins, because you get to a point where you're outreaching a lot. Okay, you're outreaching 500 a day because that's the only way that you can scale. But the problem with that is you're paying your appointment setters a lot. You're paying everyone else a lot. You're paying the automation softwares a lot. You're just paying a lot of money, which means you're sort of you sort of lose your profits, which is pointless. A lot of people are building SMAs on revenue at the moment, and this is what I hate about it, is because like, yes, you can say your numbers 20k, your profit, like I've looked into a lot of like sort of gurus in the space. They're saying, oh, I made 50k this month, and I broke it down. I was like, okay, but yes, you made that much money. I probably made more profit than you running a 10k agency. So do you see what I mean? If I wanted to up my outbound and inbound, if I wanted to just up it, I would lose so much profit. I'd still stay at the 10k profit margin that I'm kind of at now. I'd still stay here, but I'd go to 30k revenue. I'd add stress, I'd add pain, and then I wouldn't be able to make as much content because I'd be stressing about doing that. I'd be trying to build systems and stuff just to get the exact same profit that I'm getting now, just because I'm moving smarter and not harder. Okay, so it's just about looking at who's an idiot, who's trying to fool you and stuff like that. Okay, so making sure you have this inbound as well to sort of warm up the leads and make sure that you have as much traffic as you can into that. Okay, so offer your services correlating to the pain in their niche. Once you have traffic towards yourself, as long as you solve difficult problems, it's very easy to sell your service as you have attention. Now, I know people in the space who could literally, like, I reckon Charlie Morgan right now could sell like his loyal fans at 1%. He could sell them, let's say, a protein bar that he claims will scale your agency because it gives you a new insight. It allows you to think. But I reckon the 1% will pay for that. Okay, even if he listed it at £1,000, people will pay for that. So it's not always about like, oh, what can you do? Because you can always sell something. Okay, you can always then sell the future and sell some piece of crap, because the best sellers can do it, right? If you learn to sell, you can do that. What we want to be looking at is like, how can we garner this audience and how can we make them want to buy into us? How can we make them want to buy into what we do? Okay, even offering that free value, they're buying into to you. If one of you join my free Discord, you're buying into me because you believe in what I'm sort of doing. Yes, it's free, but you're still taking actionable steps to join a free Discord. So it's stuff like that, and it's like, okay, so how can we get more traffic towards that? How can we do this? How can we do that? How can we get more traffic towards our website? It's all about this traffic game, and and a lot of people might have different sort of ideas on this, and that's what I want to sort of spark from this video. It's like, okay, so what can I do? Okay, but now I want to show you something. Like, one way that we did this is through a way called, it's called TikTok Promote. I just wanted to show you guys. You can see here, one of my videos did 593k, okay? And this is what scaled my Discord traffic, okay? And what I did here is, all I did is I went on this, I promoted it to like 20k views. This 20k views obviously allowed it to go to a point where it's gonna just keep scaling and scaling and scaling. So now it's at nearly 600k views. At 600k, if I can find 1% of people who are just gonna click this link, I know I gained like 4,000 followers from it. So now they're in a loop. I've got 4,000 people in a loop. Now they might join the Discord, which has obviously bumped up since obviously I've made this video, etc. So it's just about finding ways that, okay, how can I be creative enough to get more traffic? Okay, we might go do that again. We might go, so that was our plan. Our plan was to go on a podcast, to get that really hyper sort of Tate style editing, promote it with about $20, $30, $40, see where it gets to that point, and then from there it will explode. Out of myself and Luke, we both had 4 viral videos. 2 we took down to, it was really pointless, and the traffic wasn't, we weren't smart enough to really drive the traffic to where it needed to be. That video there, the best business to start in 2023, is an SMA. Okay, so that is direct traffic towards my Discord. That's direct traffic towards me. Again, I can offer them something related to their pain now. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. You want to come up with creative ways that you can build in this traffic. They can then, because I know when you go on the Discord, it's not open, but let's say you go for the traffic, then you go on my Discord, okay? Once you're on my Discord, there's free courses you can sign up to. The email is, I'm sort of just giving away what I do. And there's a video counter that pops up my video every time I upload. So you may have come off a Discord and found that, okay? So if the people off of TikTok then go on my videos and watch 7 hours worth, they may buy something off of me, okay? They may think, oh, I'm having a problem with appointments. Let me buy this off him. I'm having a problem with this. Let me buy this off him. It's just about garnering that audience and stuff like that, okay? So once you have that audience, and once you can obviously warm them up to the point where they will buy anything just because you're you, that's what you're really looking for, okay? So that's how you get to the 30k per month, depending on the amount of traffic and the problem you solve. That's the only variable. That's how simple the sort of model is and how it is. How much traffic can you get? How much of a problem can you solve? That is literally all we're talking about here. There's nothing really more to it. Yes, there's more to it. You got to do this. You got to hire people. You got that's for a different video, right? That's stuff that you get along the way. This is just the structure of it. How much traffic can we get? What's the problem that we can solve? So I hope you found this video really helpful. This is something that I've sort of been testing at the moment. And it sounds simple, but obviously you're not really putting it to use as much as you can, or you're sort of doing something. I know a lot of people like producing content and outbound. They don't know the structure behind driving this traffic and how we're going to warm this traffic up, how we're going to get more traffic. Just be creative, learn some new ways. Yeah, so obviously I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.